today Professor Dr. Vijaya Lakshmi ma'am. Ma'am, welcome to CSI TV studio. Ma'am is currently working with the Bangalore Medical College as professor in cardiology, and before this ma'am has worked for almost 3 decades with Jayadeva Medical Institute. Ma'am was the first one in the state to start practice of pediatric cardiology and is also the first lady cardiologist from the state of Karnataka. So thank you ma'am for joining us today.
It's my pleasure.
Ma'am, your practice has been rolling more about pediatric cardiology, and recently we have seen a lot of childhood obesity is on
Correct.
increase.
Correct.
So what is your take? Why are we seeing this problem beginning from such an early age, ma'am?
Yeah, Rishi, you know what has happened is there's a paradigm shift between how our childhood was and today's childhood, and what we ate then and how we played and today's children.
Right, ma'am.
So we had a physical activity, but the today's children, they're more with the mobiles and the videos and playing
True,
with that,
true.
sitting on the couch. So they have become couch babies rather than having physical activities. More than that, we had healthy food prepared by our mothers and grandmothers, but today the children are eating junk food.
True.
And the parents themselves are giving junk food. So this deadly combination of lack of activity and then eating the junk food and then not having the good habit of eating at the regular time is leading to obesity. In the last 2 decades, you can see that almost 20% of the children, school-going children, they are becoming obese. And not only the children, even the youngsters. And you can't imagine having a paunch as a young child,
True.
but today's school children are having. And this is the thing to be worried about. The reason is the obesity is not a sign of prosperity as many
As was
ignorant
thought
people
before,
think.
yeah.
No, it's not. It's no more. In fact, the obesity is mother of 4 deadly diseases.
True.
The diabetes, high blood pressure. So if we are putting as a precursor in the childhood, the obesity, you can imagine what will happen to them when they become young adults. And we have known that the fatty streak starts at the age of 2.
True.
And that goes on increasing as the child progresses in age. And that's the reason, the obesity has to be taken very seriously. Otherwise, we are going to have the people dying very early in their life.
Probably that is the reason for the shift in the age what we see MI and other cardiovascular disorders. Now we are seeing from 2nd or 3rd generation onwards.
Correct, exactly. I think that's a very important point, because in the olden days, they used to die of heart attack at the age of 70, 80.
True,
And not because of their fault. But today they are dying between the age of 30 and 40
true.
because of the change in their lifestyle.
How important is the reason that both the parents are working these days? They do not have time for their children. So obviously children will go for ready-made available food like junk foods. And since they do not have parents to take care of, so they resort to probably televisions and mobile handset and all those things. How does it play an important role in this childhood obesity?
No,
ma'am?
whatever may be, whether the parents are working or not working, attending to the children is most important.
True.
Because the whole children are the most unique creatures,
Very
and they are
important.
the wealth of the nation.
True.
And we can't afford to lose the children at a young age. So even if they are working, they can prepare the fruit salads and other things and the vegetables rather than bring the bakery items. The bakery items, especially the advertisement like you mentioned, they eat for the junk food like the kurkures or other things.
True.
And that has the trans fats. So the trans fats are as dangerous as the animal fats, which will increase the coronary artery disease.
True.
So as far as possible, the parents should see that the children eat more vegetables, more fruits, and then they have a good activity. So parents can put them to the dance classes or karate classes or the games like tennis or whatever, or even make the children wherever they are to play in the evening rather than sit on the couch and watch the television or the mobile.
I think the message is we should encourage more of outdoor activities, more of outdoor games,
yes,
and healthy eating. That's very, very critical.
Exactly, very important. Otherwise, we are pushing our children to the ill health.
True.
And especially the junk food which contains maida, the extra salt and the extra sugar. And apart from that, these beverages which are aerated drinks, which contain lots of sugar, Along with that, it contains caffeine, which is not good for the heart.
True.
And more than that, it contains phosphoric acid, which depletes the calcium from the teeth and the bone, and making the children get fractures as well as the kidney stones. So, overall, if the children can be given the homemade fruit juices or the lemon juice or the milk, that is more healthy compared to the aerated drinks that they are buying.
Very true. Ma'am, what will be your 3 key messages to people who are seeing us how to avoid this childhood obesity in their houses or in their children's?
One thing, spend the quality life with the children, quality thing. That means you play with the children.
True.
So it will help your health as well as the children. So encourage them to go for the outdoor games and participate. It is not for winning or even to become champions, but for their own health. And apart from that, as far as possible, per day at least to give 2 to 3 vegetables and then 4 to 5 fruits, and make the fruit salad or something which children will enjoy, and that's how they have to be inculcated into good habits.
So I think healthy lifestyle is the most important key messages which we will like to give.
Correct.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, the change in current lifestyle pattern, the stress which has increased because of multiple reasons, lack of sleep, we give more importance to our work schedule, heifers our traveling schedule. So how does it take toll on our health, and what is its impact on cardiovascular diseases?
See, Rishi, you have asked the most important point. See, most of the youngsters are dying in the prime of their life with the heart attack because of lack of sleep and then lack of this peaceful life.
True.
The stress is the one which increases the catecholamines and the cortisol 400 times more. So this noradrenaline and adrenaline and cortisol, which are released from the brain, they cause the coronary spasm and they are dying. Apart from that, the sleep is very important to have a feel-good hormones from the brain to be released. And if they are not, the heart attack are more common. And when there is an accident or something, we read in the paper, but today in our country, every 2 seconds a person is dying of heart attack. It's as good as 4 jumbo jets crashing per day, and still we are not worried. True. I think this is the thing to be worried about and to take as thing. So the best stress buster and to have a good sleep is the meditation. Okay. When you do the meditation or shavasana or transcendental meditation, the feel-good hormones like endorphins and neuropeptides and other neurotransmitters are released, and that gives a very good life. And as your name suggests, Rishi, our Rishi Munis, they were living for 100, 150 years because of the meditation. I think every one of us should practice the habit of meditation, and so that our stress comes down and we have a very peaceful mind. Lack of anger and all these negative thoughts can give a good healthy life and the healthy heart.
I think that you have touched to a very, very important point. So yoga or meditation,
very important.
These actually brings our stress level to very low level.
Very well.
And probably also help us to have a good sleep probably. And
yes, definitely.
Will definitely at least prevent these cardiovascular disorders.
Definitely. We are doing the angioplasty, bypass, and that is the tip of iceberg.
True.
Spending lots of money.
Correct.
But instead of that, if we inculcate the good habits of healthy fruits, and see, the fruits contain antioxidants.
Right.
And all our blood vessels, if they are kept in one line, it is 60,000 miles. And cleaning all that 60,000 miles of blood vessels of oxygen-free radicals, the only thing that can do is the antioxidants in the fruits.
Correct.
So that way, good sleep, good meditation, and good fruits to be eaten every day.
So I think the lifestyle is the most important element which we need to take care of. Then it will take care of our cardiovascular
and
disorders.
It is inexpensive, and
True.
all of us can practice without spending money and without going to anyone.
True. So for healthy society, I think that's the key message which we will like to give today is work on your lifestyle measures, improve your quality of diet, improve physical activity, and spend some quality time in meditation as well.
Correct.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for joining.